même endroit.
I can hear you, Jerry, but I've got nothing on the mic.
In Kigali, she wakes up. She makes a choice. In Hanoi, Natal, Ramallah. In Tangier, she takes a breath, lifts up her voice. In Lahore, La Paz, Kampala. Though she's half a world away, something in me wants to say, we are one woman. You cry and I hear you. We are one woman. You hurt and I hurt too. We are one woman. Your hopes are mine, and we shall shine. In Wallace, she speaks the truth. She reaches out, then teaches others how to. In Jaipur, she gives her name. She lives without shame. In Manila, Sultan and Boo. Though we're different as can be, we're connected, she with me. We are one woman. Your courage keeps me strong. We are one woman. You sing, I sing along. We are one woman. Your dreams are mine, and we shall shine. We shall shine.
And one man he hears her voice, and one man he fights her fight. Day by day he lets go the old ways, one woman at a time.
Though she's half a world away, something in me wants to say, we are one woman. Your victory saves us all. We are one woman. You rise and I stand tall. We are one woman. Your world is mine, and we shall shine. Shine, shine, shine. We shall shine. Shine, shine, shine. We shall shine. Shine, shine,
Welcome to our midweek reflection. I hope that you enjoyed the first part of the music we had. It was a song that was composed some years ago now for International Women's Day. Women around the world playing and singing together. International Women's Day is on the 8th of March each year. And for many years, churches have held an associated International Day of Prayer. It used to be called the Women's World Day of Prayer. Just the World Day of Prayer now, because we've become inclusive. But we had a wonderful service here in St Mary's last Friday, organised and led by the women from our 3 local churches, from St Matthew's and the Methodist Church as well. And it's always a wonderful occasion to gather, and this year the material for the service was produced by women from across the world. I suppose being inclusive has become something of a theme these days. And recently, an aspect of that has hit the national news. At the Church of England General Synod a few weeks ago, someone asked a seemingly straightforward question about progress on a piece of work that's been underway now for some years to make the language of our liturgies more gender inclusive. Well, that hit the headlines. The national press, I've heard people talking about it in our church, and indeed President Putin even referred to it in his speech to the nation, looking on it as a sign, I think, of the difficulties and decadence of the Western world. But of course it's not a new issue. People of faith have never felt that God was either male or female. God is beyond those kind of categories, surely. God is a mystery. And of course we have some well-known, well-loved prayers which we don't want to change. No one, I think, is suggesting that we change Our Father who art in heaven. But already we use various ways to address God in our prayers, don't we? Sometimes we may speak of Creator God, all-loving God, God of all compassion. Because God is a mystery beyond our knowing, we try sometimes to narrow things down to ways that our human brains can understand. And God, of course, isn't a being, a person. The old images of the man with the white hair and long beard sitting on a cloud hopefully have long gone. I find it helpful, rather than thinking of God as being a being, to think of God as the source of all being, the source of all life and love and power and creativity. Sometimes we can have too many words, and sometimes silent prayer can be a helpful thing. And there's a group of us that meet here once a month now in St Mary's. We shall meet this Wednesday, always at 2 o'clock on the second Wednesday of each month, when in meditation and quiet contemplation we simply are in the presence of God. That's a different and very beautiful way to pray. It might be something that you want to try on your own, or ask me about it, or come and join the group. I've chosen today for our final piece of music one of my favourite hymns, Meekness and Majesty. It certainly speaks about God coming to us as a man, as indeed we understand he did in Jesus. But it carries within it such beautiful words. Oh, what a mystery, it says. And it speaks of both the strong things, love indestructible, the majesty of God, but also of the gentle things, stooping so tenderly. And it calls on us to worship God in both ways, the majesty and awesomeness of God, and the gentleness and the meekness and the love of God, and both being important. Before we have that final hymn, I thought I would use a prayer which is already in the Methodist prayer book, an example of an inclusive prayer. Let us pray. Father and Mother of all, Through your word, all creation comes to be, and you perfectly love all you have made. All life is your gift, and all creation will find final fulfillment in you. Amen. Go well this week. God bless.